Well guys, this is a new project. We're here picking it up today. Just wanted to give y'all an introduction to the project we're going to do on this channel here. It's a 1994 Chevrolet S10 extended cab. It's a two-wheel PO version. It's got the 4.3 V6 Vortec 4L60E. Picked it up out of a guy at a Chattanooga area. Seems pretty solid, you know. It's gonna be the first project on this channel. Gonna kind of figure out how to do what we're gonna do with it, and we're gonna take y'all along. And this is a channel of not how-to video. This is gonna be how I do it. I'm no professional. I will do it together with bubble gum and duct tape, so that, you know, don't pay attention to me. What we got planned here is we're gonna LS swap this thing. It's gonna be my first ever LS swap. Never done anything like that. Seems pretty complete. It's missing the intake and the throttle body injection stuff I see, and just, you know, other than that, I ain't worried about it. The previous owner claims he's a second owner, but you gotta take that with a grain of salt. Said the motor was locked up. I haven't got on there and tried myself. Said he was driving it down the road. It started running hot. He limped it home. Said the next day he went outside to crank it and noticed it was losing coolant. Started mixing it with the oil. And then all of a sudden he claims it started locking up. You know, it locked up by itself, so we don't know how that goes. Inside seems 5 out of 10. I got a parts truck that we can take some seats out of and a console, and I'm gonna plan on dyeing this carpet probably black. Dash pad has definitely seen better days. No doubt it needs a good cleaning for sure. I can see I got a door panel there. Got a door panel off on the passenger side. She is not the 4-door version, so we definitely, you know, it's gonna be a project for sure. Got a little bit of body damage there, I see. Got some of the stock S10 wheels. Looks pretty decent. Looks like it used to be a sport model, whatever that means in S10 language. Got a spare tire. Looks like I got a lower valence. I got a metal bumper. Don't know what that's for. That's some extra parts, I know. So yeah, we're just gonna take you along, and we're gonna get it done how it's done. And it ain't gonna be like I said, it ain't gonna be a professional how-to. It's gonna be how I do it. And I'm mainly just doing this channel just to look back on it, and so in 5, 10, 20 years, however, if I'm sitting around the house, I can watch it and just show, you know, how I rigged something up or how I did it. And it's possible. We're gonna be on an extreme budget. I am a working full-time gentleman. I work night shift as a paramedic here in the local town. I did notice here we got some, I don't know, it looks like a snaggletooth witch bit it off, and I don't know if that's fixable, or are we just gonna have to get a whole new door assembly. They're pretty cheap, you know. Hey, it even come with 2 cans of the Southgate chili with beans. Still in date, so that's shocking. I don't know if I'd trust them far as I could throw them. So I also got a single cab 94 same year model long wheelbase S10 at the house, rather at the shop, I guess, that we can rob parts off of it and do whatever. That was actually going to be the first S10 LS swap we was going to do, but the previous owner has definitely butchered it pretty good, so it was cheaper for me just to find a whole running, driving, well, not driving, a good, you know, whole assembly to start fresh. That way I got a version chassis. I know we are missing the lower valence that goes right here. I think I can get them at the local pick apart for, I don't know, a few bucks, no big deal. So yeah, when we get to the shop, I can show you the parts truck we got. It's pretty much, I mean, it's basically the same truck, just, you know, it's missing the cab right there. I did decide to go with an extended cab version because I'm a big guy and this is fat guy friendly. This is not going to be a drag race. It's not going to be a pro mod. It's not going to be a show car to take to SEMA or anything like that. It's going to be something to drive around town. It's going to sound good, look good. You know, something just to do a couple burnouts with, get in trouble with the police probably, get a ticket or 2, make my wife mad. I like it because it is extended cab, so you got some extra room, you know, for a fat guy like me. if you ever do want to try to do a roll cage here, you know, you got all this room here, back off in there, that you can do it, and you ain't got to have your seat where your chest touching the steering wheel, you know. So how gonna take you long? We're gonna get here. So I'll get this truck loaded up. We're gonna get it to the shop. I'm gonna get it backed into the shop. I'm gonna cut my heater on. I'm gonna take you to show you the parts truck we got when we get to the shop, and we'll go from there. Well guys, this is the parts truck. Well, it's now gonna be a parts truck for sure. It started out life as a 94 S10 single cab long wheelbase. It had the 4.3 two-wheel drive with a 4L60. I've had it since about May. I bought it as it's gonna be my first LS swap actually. It was used to be an old plumber's truck. I'm the second owner. I got it from another guy kind of in between Crossville, Tennessee and Chattanooga in the town called Pikeville. It still had the daggum headache rack or the ladder rack, whatever you want to call it. When I got it, it had a bench seat in it. It had a vinyl interior. I bought it and started on it. Well, the dash is out of a Blazer. It don't even really fit. These seats here is dark gray. Bucket seats is out of a Sonoma. It's got the dark gray interior console here. It's got the dark gray carpet here. Like I said, I was gonna go ahead and do I actually bought this truck to put a small block Chevrolet in with a turbo 400, just something to put around, you know, V8 truck. But the more I dug into it, the more I realized that this truck is really and truly cobbled together. It's definitely tough to like. I got it noticing right up in here where this lip or whatever, pinch weld, whatever you want to call it, it's been beat the heck back. You can stick your finger in through there. That's been beat up. I mean, it's just cobbled together, and it'd be a good platform if you was gonna do nothing but a drag truck with this. But I plan on keeping this street legal. I plan on, you know, keeping it street legal, putting insurance on it, do a little, you know, LS swap, something to drive around town and just have fun, basically. It's got most of it. It was actually a complete truck. The front end and everything was on it. I mean, I took it all off, and it's got all the parts here. I mean, you got your core support, you know. I mean, I got my front bumper. That's the original dash, inner fender. That's the passenger fender here. I mean, it's got, oh gosh, that's a AC condenser, fuel tank straps. I mean, there's a radiator, grill, lights. I mean, I have everything. I mean, there's a HVAC box, brake booster. I mean, that's the heater core and stuff over there. I got a complete truck here. When I got it, it actually was the top end of it was missing, identical to the blue one I showed you earlier. It was locked up in Potter and Dick's hat van, man. So I took the truck out of it. I took the engine out of it. Sold a couple parts off this thing. Like I sold the transmission out of it for a couple $100. I recently, actually just a couple days ago, I sold the steering column and the fuel pedal assembly out of the inside. So I made a couple bucks on that. Heck, it's even got the stock PCM or ECM, whatever you want to call it, right there. I mean, it's all here. In the cab, ain't got a handles here, so I got it ratchet strap closed. But right over here, really and truly, where your passenger feet goes, if you'll sit in the passenger seat, it was a big old rust spot about the size of, I don't know, maybe a baseball. I mean, it's fixable. I've never done any body work, but you know, I want to learn. This is gonna be a DIY. We're gonna learn as you go. So I definitely got parts, you know, it's no big deal on that. I think I paid, well, I done some trading around, but I ended up giving, I got like $500 in this truck, clean title. I mean, it's in a safe at home. So by the time I sold some parts off this already, and you know, done a little few things, took parts off of it, I'm really this is a free truck if you ask me. You know, in my mind, I ain't got no money in it. I just took the fuel tank out of it. Today is Thanksgiving Day on Thursday. I took the fuel tank out Sunday or Monday. It had a brand spanking new 20-gallon fuel tank, had a brand new sending unit in it. I didn't even know that was there till I got it home. So I've had, like I said, I've had this truck since May. This all was took apart probably August. I mean, it's been in our shop up here. I actually will show you the small block that I was gonna put in it. I went from took a small block out of, actually the small block come out of that Suburban right there. Is a 98, that's a 98, had a 5.7 Vortec 350, had a 4L60 behind it, had like 199,000 miles. It quote unquote was running and driving when it was brought in. I pulled everything out. Heck, it's got a decent interior, I guess, if you needed parts for something like this. So I yanked the engine transmission out. I sold the transmission, made a couple bucks off that, got the engine inside, and I was going to swap over from the fuel injected, spider injection, whatever you want to call it, to a carbureted, you know, 5.7 350. I bought the carb intake. I got a Holley in there. It says 650 or 750, one of them two. It's all sitting there. I actually put the engine in this truck here and got it all back together, boy, and got all the fender and the hoods and everything. I mean, it was looking good, boy. And like the idiot I am, I didn't test the engine, you know, on the run stand before I put it in, and the daggum number 8 cylinder is just deader than heck, son. It ain't got no compression. I checked all the valves, you know. I don't know if it's a collapsed lifter or what, but the valves are not in adjustment, you know. And I tell you, I don't know much about carburetor stuff and all that, so I grew up in the LS that time, you know, so I can't tell you much about anything else. So yeah, that's the parts truck. I think the next time you see me, have the truck inside the shop, maybe. I don't really know. I gotta get it loaded up. Like I said, I gotta get it back from where the truck's at, and down by around Chattanooga, Tennessee area. I live in Middle Tennessee in a town called Cookeville. So yeah, we got the family, you know, we got some parts for sure if we ever need parts, so that's no big deal. So I mean, I ain't gonna rob Peter and pay Paul, or I hustle and whatever we gotta do. We actually got a 2000 Suburban right here that it's got the 5.3 in it. I mean, it seems complete. Truthfully, I hadn't really dug into it because it's not mine, but oh goodness, I mean, it looks complete. If I needed to take something off of it, I'm sure I probably could. You never know, really. This is my father-in-law's project. That, and he's got a four-wheel drive. I think that's a Tahoe. Well, it's early 90s. It's got the 5.7 four-wheel drive, automatic transfer case, all that. He's actually gonna put that in my brother-in-law, which is his son's Camaro. He's got a nice Camaro. I mean, this thing here is, I tell you, boy, the windows have been down for, I lived up here 3 years, so I know at least 3. I'm gonna go with 5 maybe. Had at one time had some good seats, console. I mean, it's here, you know. Oh, this is actually a 4-wheel peel. I did not know that. Well, heck, mine. But yeah, I'll get back to you and we'll go from there. All right, guys, we got the truck back in the shop here. As you can tell, there's stuff everywhere. Give you an old close-up at the main machine here. It's been quite a while since that last video. Had to get it home, had to get it in here. It's cold as ever inside. That's, from what I understand, he said he couldn't get this latch to work, so he was sticking a big old pry bar looking thing in there, hit the latch. It's pretty much, I'm gonna attempt to straighten it out, but I'm not no body guy. It's easier for me to go buy a whole new door. Hey, the bean weenies are chili still there. So we got it in. Got a new fuel tank for it. Brand new sitting in. That's at the parts truck that you should have seen in the last clip. Hadn't decided if I want to keep the 4L60 that's coming out the donor vehicle. This is a 4L80, from what I understand. It's supposed to be stronger, tougher. They come out of a 1 ton. They come out of a Chevrolet 1 ton truck. It's a 92 model though, 93 model, whatever. So I don't know about like the computer system and all that. This is the small block that I was telling you guys about, that we originally put in the white truck, the single cab. That's now a parts truck. Got the Holley there. Like I said, number 8 cylinder here is dead. I need to tear into this, really and truthfully. Figure out if this is a collapsed lifter that's cheap, or if it needs a full rebuild, because you know how it goes. Yeah, so we're gonna get into this thing. We're gonna take the hood off, probably take the grill and front core support out and all that, and label everything, put it in bags. I think the biggest thing for this video is we're just gonna get it open, you know, get the hood open, start unplugging stuff, see what we're missing, see what we got. I should have some tape or something over here. This is kind of my little workstation in my little corner of the shop. I mean, there's junk everywhere, there's tools, and you don't understand, this is a shade tree channel for sure. I got my little tools that I mainly it's kind of funny, I mainly use, fits in this little pack out situation here. So I got this a half pack out for nothing but metric wrenches. I got just the most basic as you can get sockets here, you know, pliers, screwdrivers, hammer, and then the big one here, I got just a 3/8 impact. I got a 1/2 inch impact, you know, just basic, like you see the channels over in the across the pond where they live in mud huts and they're rebuilding engines and 18-wheelers on the side of the road in the dirt. So we're gonna do that here. Inspiration, actually. So yeah, it's like I said, it's a clean title truck. And missing some little parts, you know, like the little cowl here, which we can replace it. That's brittle. I did notice, I thought this was gonna be a good windshield, and it's still runnable technically, but it's, I mean, it's got like an impact crack here. I don't know what happened, and it goes all the way across. The windshield's probably cheap. I can get it through our dealership price and all that stuff. Yeah, it seems pretty solid. Like I said, I think this is the lower valence here. What I got in here, I got an alternator off that small block. I've been just putting kind of parts in here. This is a steering shaft, that's the aftermarket steering shaft for these trucks. Hey, I wonder if this is full of oil, actually. I didn't check that. These are the motor mounts for that small block. Spare tire, it looks like. That looks like the water pump pulley. Looks like some kind of fuel lines, maybe. So we gonna get it going. I mean, I'm about to fire up this old heater, and I got my thinking chair here, and that's the Paul Law's project. He took the engine, transmission, and frame and stuff, took out of it, got rid of it. So that's a good truck title, wood cab. Truck cab wood title if you need this, like a 01, 02, 2500 Silverado. So yeah, we'll get to it. So in case y'all didn't kind of watch, I probably posted an introductory video probably before this one. This might be my second video on the channel or something, I don't know. And it kind of says who I am, you know, what I do. What did I come in here for? Oh, lights. So you know, it's kind of funny. I said I work out of that pack out, and I got two very nice. That's a Matco full size. That's a China freight full of junk. That I got tools in, and you might see me grab stuff, but it's kind of funny. I make it my goal to use only what I keep in my car, and that's my little shaggin' wagon that I call Shaggy. That's my little Dodge car. Paid $1,000 for that dude. Probably put another $200-300 in it, but just getting AC fixed and this random stuff. And let me tell you, I wouldn't get rid of that for 3 gold monkeys, you know. I got a Silverado that was my daily for a while. I might do the time lapse this first little bit because I'm about to cut on this torpedo heater because it's a little cold and I can't feel my toes. And I'm sure the video quality will get better. You know, we'll learn how to do more editing, do more video and more professional style, I guess, or whatever. And first couple of videos will be rough, but we're gonna do it, and it's not gonna be a all-in-one video. It definitely not. I mean, I work 7 days on, 7 days off, and truthfully, on my 7 days off, I work about 3 of those. So I got about probably 8 days a month. I'm truly off, and I spend half of those with my wife at my little 2 weenie dogs. So, all right, let's get off here and get doing something right quick. All right, guys, so I'm back. Got to step out because I do got the torpedo heater right over here. It's going. It's about 30-something degrees here where I live. So I mean, I'm gonna work on getting like a light that goes with this GoPro here. We're gonna see how that goes. I'm gonna check in a Walmart or Best Buy or Electronic Express somewhere. So I think the next step is gonna be getting the hood off. Let's yeah, I definitely think the next step is be getting the hood off, and then we're gonna see what's up in there. So that turns out I drove over an hour home with the hood not even latched or bolted on, so I'm glad that didn't go bad. Yeah, there's no bolts right over here where the hood goes, you know, or right over there. So I don't know. So this is what it looks like. I mean, it's the 4.3 Vortec. As you see, the little V6 symbol there. I ain't worried about it. It's got the ABS. We're definitely deleting that. We're probably going to go with a 99 Chevrolet Malibu brake booster. It's 3 or 4 inches like smaller in diameter, so it gives us a little more room for what we're going to do. I'm going to try my best to keep the factory AC box, because I do want to make this a daily street truck here. So we're going to see how that goes. I know Holly makes it's like a box here that cuts this part out. It's like 200 bucks, kind of expensive, but so I mean, she's rusty for sure. Water pump's crunchy, power steering pump's good. AC compressor, that's another question I was curious about. I haven't looked on the truck, the donor vehicle, because I know on the LS the AC compressor's down here on the bottom, kind of like the passenger side of the lower. And from videos I've seen, it's doable for sure, but you have to take a good chunk of your frame out right here and like pocket it. I don't want to do that. I mean, I will if I have to, but I'm curious if I can adapt this smaller, or you know, this style, not this particular one. I'm able to be a brand new one or whatever, and somehow make a mount. I'm gonna look into like ICT Billet or Amazon from over in China or wherever, and see if I can find a mount, like I guess that's what I call it, brackets to use this, because this would be nice because I got the factory wiring harness here. So yeah, we're gonna check that out. So we got the battery tray. I mean, it looks decent. I mean, it don't look bad. It's crusty for sure. One thing I do like about this truck, it is the paint code. It's like I think it's called Bahama blue or Bahamian blue or whatever you want to call it. That's one of my favorite colors. My eyes are baby blue, so they're, you know, blue and orange. So this is gonna be a good color here. It's got a 9.5 out of 10 perfect chrome grille on it. It's got the 94 headlights, which is a single square headlight here. Not a fan of it. I like I'm more of the like the 90. I think it's the 98 to 2002 style, which is they're slim. They're like, it's technically 4 headlights. You know, they're narrow and they're wide here. You got like your low beam, your high beam, you got your turn signal here. I'm a fan of that, but to do that modification on this truck, you got to replace your core support, the grille, of course, the bumper. You got to change out the pigtails, like the plugs for your headlights, which is no big deal, as simple as a repin. I don't know if I want to do that right now. I think my first goal is to get this out, label everything, of course, figure out what I'm going to do with like the engine mounts and the headers and all that. I got a couple ideas off some Facebook groups I'm in, and I have them saved like a screenshot to my camera roll with my phone. We're going to figure that out. I do know from my previous truck, or the one that's the parts took out back, you can use, which is a brand new right there, that's a 4.3 factory rated out of the white truck, which is identical to this, you know. The only thing with a V8 is this is basically an old school V8, just like that one, that 350 there. It's got 2 more cylinders, you know, so it sticks out further this way towards the front. I know it's possible because I did my white truck when I put that V8 in it, that 350 small block there. I didn't recess my radiator into this core support here. Most people like cut out a big chunk, basically like this little portion here. It's 1.5 to 2 inches here. You like cut this out, and you got to cut a big hole here for your cap or whatever. And then you run Dodge Intrepid fans. I'm gonna try not to do that because you think about it, when you recess this, well then it pushes everything forward like to the front, and I want to try to retain my factory AC condenser. I gotta look into more of that some more actually. I wish this truck would have had an intake. It looks like I'm missing the intake, the distributor, of course, all that little stuff. I looked over, I didn't see it, and like an idiot, I hauled all the other stuff away that went to that white one. I shouldn't have. I should have kept it, truthfully. But I didn't need it at the time. I thought that was gonna be the only truck I built, you know. I was gonna do a 350 3/4 racing cam, you know, like an old timer say. They make 800 horsepower. I'm not doing that, you know. I think LS is the way to go. I got a cheap donor vehicle, a very cheap. It's a 2003, 3 or 4 GMC Yukon, the boot scooting Yukon. It's got the 4.8 grade in it, LS. It's got a 4L Slippy 60. It's actually a really nice vehicle, to be honest. Too nice to be cutting up, but I'm into it so cheap, I can justify it. I paid $500 for it, not running, from a guy that's like, I drove about 1.5 hours to get it. He was going through divorce. He got caught cheating on his wife, unfortunately. She told him it has to be gone by 5 p.m. or she's going to burn it to the ground, from what he told me. So he posted it on Marketplace, right time at the right place. I seen it, I commented on it. Went and looked at it, loaded up. It wouldn't start like it would, the interior would power up. Like, you know, you put a battery in it, cut the key on. The interior would, half of the interior would work. Like the instrument, let me say how, none of the dash would work. Like the radio, the air conditioner, the speedometer, none of that would power up. But like the door lights would work, the windows roll up and down, the chime would work in the dash, the horn would work. So I don't know. So I got it home, spent $40 on it, put a whole new underhood fuse box in it. Started right up, boom, ran great. It sounds good. Then the fuel pump went out, which whatever it happens, you know, got one of those put in. And now it just sits at the house. It's been sitting in my yard for 3 months probably. I crank it up about once a week. I'll drive it 2 or 3 miles around the house. It's lowered 4 inches all the way around. It's got slotted and drilled rotors. It's got an aftermarket intake, the cheap China made. Oh God, they call it a cold air intake, but it's actually a hot air intake. It's got a Flowmaster exhaust on it. Sounds really good. Had around, supposedly, the speedometer, odometer, instrument clutch, whatever you call it, says like 267 on the mileage, like 267,000. Don't know if I trust it because them are easy to swap out. They do it all the time. Hell, I mean, you can go to the pull apart and get one for $40, and your truck will go from 300,000 to 80,000. You know. It runs good, but when you get up to like 4,000 RPM, the lifter start clattering. So what we're gonna do is, I think I was gonna rebuild it first and leave it in that Yukon, have a Yukon that sounds good, and then just buy a whole different 5.3 for this. Still might do that. I don't really know. Haven't decided because I hate that truck. The interior of it's like probably a 9 out of 10 as far as condition wise. It's got leather. It's got the Denali interior package on it. From what I understand, what I look and what I see, it's got the Bose surround sound. I mean, it's nice. It's other than, you know, if you put. So I believe so. I got the truck in. We got it from outside. We got it in the shop. We got it on lift. You should have seen the underneath of it already. It's crusty. It's rusty. Not when I say crusty and rusty, it's crusty. It's got dirt on it. It's not rusted I seen. Got the hood off, which dodged a bullet on that one. Drove back at almost an hour. It wasn't latched, and there was no bolts in it. So we're going to go from there. Like I said, we looked under here, seen what we have. I do have a title for this truck, so that's a plus. I'm going to cut it short tonight, probably, because it is Thanksgiving Day, and my wife is mad at me that I'm not at home with her. So I'm probably going to have to go watch the Thanksgiving parade from this morning that we missed. Might watch some more YouTube videos. I'm a big YouTube guy. I love watching YouTube. I don't watch regular TV unless it's YouTube. Kind of take a inventory, I guess, you know, of what we got here. I need to, which I'll walk to this side because I can't get to the other side, unfortunately. I need to let this one down that's inside, but the interior is actually not bad. It's like a light gray, super light gray, almost like a white color to me. I guess this is that bad. I don't like it. I like the darker interior. So I think part of what we're going to do is we're going to, of course this is not now, so you know, we're going to take the interior out. I think I'm going to take the gray, the dark charcoal gray interior out of the other parts truck, put it here. Same exact seat, same console. I know I'm going to want to put a Oldsmobile Bravada, how you say it, center console here, that because it has it'll bolt right in. Same platform as a Blazer, just different in the name. It has the floor shifter. Instead of the shifter being on the column, it's on the floor. I like that. Same transmission. So that makes it look cleaner to me. I don't know. Instead of buying an aftermarket, we're going to see. So yeah, it's cold. I'm going to be honest with you. It's cold. I need the heater on. I need to see what time it is so my wife don't keep me out the house. And I'm probably going to just start unhooking everything on the wiring harness here. Labeling, of course. I got to find my tape and my marker. And we'll go from there. I'm probably going, this is going to be a jumbled up. Good Lord, this is going to be a spaghetti noodle of a video. I'm going to try to make, I'm no professional. I'm not putting Fab Shop. I'm not Sleeper Dude 88. I mean, that's the, and fun fact, Sleeper Dude 88 is from where I currently live. His hometown is the same town where I live. His grandma lives just a mile or two from me. But he now lives about 2 hours away and kind of like a southeast Tennessee, I guess you would call it. Great guy, local, down to earth. I like him. I think the main goal is to get the wiring harness undone. Get it undone for sure. Get it labeled. Then we'll go from there. I'm wanting to post maybe like one video a week for sure. Maybe two. It just depends, you know. I mean, I get out here sometimes to work 4 or 5 hours. I work out here at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. The wife don't like it, but, you know, she's normally in bed by that time. I normally just put on some radio and roll with it, but I know with this whole YouTube thing, you can't do copyright music. So let me figure out what I'm going to do, and I might close this video. I don't really know. I know I got to record a video of like the intro, who I am, what I do type situation. Yeah, there's a couple YouTube videos I want to watch because I definitely don't want to, you know, do anything major. I know one thing for sure that I'm going to do is like where under the oil pan, that cross member that goes under there, you can notch it and plate it, like cut it halfway back. I don't know, yay far, 2 or 3 inches. Basically cut it in half, hot dog style, and notch it and plate it and box it, and it'll clear. But it's just as easy to just lob it out, you know, chop it out completely, and get like 1.5 inches or 1 5/8 DOM chrome moly pipe, 12 inches wide or whatever, and just weld it in. Gives you a ton of room. I'm definitely going to do that modification. I think I got some pipe out in the yard out here. If not, I can buy one. It ain't. We got a metal shop down the road. I want to do some more Googling about the starter situation because, you know, you read one post says, yeah, you can't get the starter out with the engine in. Other person says you can, it's hard. So I don't know, really. We're going to figure that out. But if I end the video here, cool. If not, cool.